You know that text you sent last week? Hey, I'm so sorry, I can't make it tonight. I'm just not feeling well. And the week before that, I'm exhausted. Rain check. And the month before that, something came up. Maybe next time? Here's the truth you won't admit out loud. You weren't sick. You weren't tired. Nothing came up. You just didn't want to go. And now you're sitting there feeling guilty, wondering if you're broken, antisocial, or missing out on life while everyone else is out there living. But what if I told you that your Friday nights in pajamas, the ones you secretly look forward to more than any party, any bar, any crowded event, aren't a sign that something's wrong with you? What if staying home isn't avoiding life, but finally living it on your own terms? Today, we're diving into the psychology of people who genuinely love staying home, the ones society calls boring, but science calls something entirely different. And if you've ever felt guilty for canceling plans, for choosing your couch over a crowd, for feeling more alive in solitude than surrounded by people, this is going to change everything you think about yourself. You're not avoiding people, you're protecting your energy. Let me explain what's really happening inside your brain. Extroverts recharge by being around people. Their energy comes from noise, movement, chaos, stimulation. But you recharge in stillness. Every social interaction, even the fun ones, even the ones you enjoy, slowly drains your battery. And home is the only place where you can plug back in. Psychologists call this optimal arousal theory. Some people need more stimulation to feel good. They crave it. They seek it out. Others need less. They function best in calm, predictable, controlled environments. It's not laziness. It's not fear. It's just how your nervous system is wired. And here's what nobody tells you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Home gives you something the world can't: control. But there's something deeper going on than just introversion. Some people love staying home because their environment gives them a sense of control they don't get anywhere else. Out there, the world is unpredictable. Loud strangers invading your space. Last-minute plan changes you didn't agree to. Forced small talk with people who don't actually care about your answer. Sensory overload you can't escape. But at home, you control everything. The lighting, the noise level, the temperature, the vibe, the pace, who you talk to, when you talk, if you talk. For people with anxiety, high sensitivity, or overstimulated nervous systems, that control isn't a luxury, it's survival. Staying home doesn't mean doing nothing. Here's something most people don't understand. Studies show that people who genuinely enjoy solitude tend to be more creative, more introspective, better at problem solving, deeper thinkers. Staying home isn't doing nothing. It's where your best ideas are born. Not in a crowded bar where you can't hear yourself think. Not at a party where you're performing a version of yourself that isn't fully real, but in a quiet corner with a book, in a solo walk at sunset, in a 2 a.m. thought spiral that leads to a breakthrough. That's not wasting time. That's where genius lives. Society lies to you about what living looks like. Let's be brutally honest for a second. Society romanticizes being out there. The influencers, the party pics, the live your best life culture that screams, if you're not constantly doing something, seeing someone, going somewhere, you're missing out. But what if your best life is a documentary and some soup, your favorite playlist on repeat, zero social obligations, the freedom to just exist? That's not sad. That's self-awareness. That's knowing what fills you up, instead of chasing what drains you just because everyone else is doing it. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Now, I need to be real with you about something important. Some people stay home for a darker reason, not because it energizes them, but because leaving feels too heavy. Social anxiety whispers, they don't actually want you there. Past trauma says, it's safer to stay small. Depression quietly convinces you, what's the point anyway? And for those people, home isn't just a refuge, it's a cage. So here's the question only you can answer. Do you stay home because it fills you up, or because leaving feels impossible? Because one is peace, the other is hiding, and you need to know the difference. If you truly love staying home, you're not missing out, you're living differently. But if you're someone who genuinely loves staying home, who feels energized by solitude, not trapped by it, then listen carefully. You're not missing out. You're just living differently. You find joy in the small rituals most people rush past. the morning coffee routine you've perfected, your favorite spot on the couch that's worn in just right, the way the light hits your room at sunset, the comfort of your own thoughts without interruption. Psychologists call this low stimulation preference. You don't need the world to entertain you. Your inner world is rich enough. And that's not something to apologize for. You're wired for depth over noise. So if you're someone who turns down invitations without guilt, feels genuinely happy on a solo Saturday, would rather rewatch your comfort show than make memories you won't even remember, gets more excited about pajamas than parties, you're not broken. You're just wired for depth over noise, peace over performance, authenticity over appearance. And in a world that never stops moving, never stops demanding, never stops performing, your ability to find contentment in stillness is a superpower. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you genuinely prefer staying home? Or do you think we're all just making excuses to avoid real connection? Drop a comment and let me know, because this conversation matters. And if you're ready for the psychology that most people never hear about themselves, the deeper truth about who you really are, click the next video. It's going to hit you even harder than this one. Trust me, you need to see it. I'll see you there.